Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we are milling the last piece to our example project that comes with the kit, with the machine. And it's the aluminum button that will turn the lamp on. So I've already started the project, let's jump in. Okay, so you can see that I've already started the G-code running. It's currently working on it right now. It's milled out one of the pockets and it's working on the other one. Should be a pretty quick project. The one thing I have noticed is that the time estimates that it gives, I don't know if you can quite see that on the screen there, but it gives a pretty bad estimate of the time. It's not very accurate. Like the other day I was working on the tolerance test, and it said it was going to take like 2 hours or something. It ended up taking like maybe a half an hour. So it's not real accurate, so don't believe that too much. But anyway, yeah, pretty good. Okay, so just a few helpful tips or tricks that I've learned so far using the machine. The clamps are somewhat of a pain to remove. The threads are super long, you know, you got screws that are, I don't know, 1.5 inches long. So I've been just leaving the clamps installed, especially between projects, you know, when I know I'm going to put that piece of stock back into the machine, I just leave it in. So moving forward though, I want to get one of those vices. You know, I don't think it's made for the machine obviously, but there's vices out there that would work. So I want to look into getting one of those to make it way easier for putting your stock in the machine. And it'll kind of help speed up that workflow quite a bit. The other thing that I've learned is, it's moving to a different. The other thing I've learned is that when you're milling aluminum, the air assist works way better than the vacuum. The vacuum's basically worthless unless, I don't know, unless you're like throwing some really big chips, or I don't know. I think the air blowing on it is way more useful. I want to maybe experiment with the fan. I saw on printables that you can 3D print a spindle fan that you can install that basically, you know, gives it a constant airflow for chip evacuation, which I think is actually a pretty good idea, assuming it doesn't bog down the motor or anything too bad, but I don't really think that would be an issue. So I want to give that a try here and see if that would be a good option. But yeah, those are just a few of the tips that I've learned so far using the machine. I've only done, you know, a handful of projects so far, but I'll give you guys an update as I learn more. Again, just for fun, here's the EcoFlow Delta 3 Plus. It's you know, it hovers around 70 to 80 watts when it's running, at least using the 3.175 end mill, single flute end mill. So it's not, it doesn't use a whole lot of power, which is great. Okay, welcome back. So I've gone ahead and I've assembled the light project here. We've CNC milled this base part here. We've CNC milled this acrylic sheet. And then I chose to use the PCB that they have, that they just ship with the machine. It was just quicker and easier that way. But anyway, here it is. It's got some quirks though, so let me explain. So it's got the, I'm going to turn the lights off so you can see that a little bit better, but it flickers. And I don't know why, but then when I hit the button, then it turns on like normal. I have no clue why that flickers like that, but yeah, it turns off and then it starts flickering again a little while later. So something's not right there. I don't know what, but anyway, it was a pretty fun project. I've seen some people have issues with the PCB, and I also had issues with mine. So I'll explain that here really quick. So basically, what was happening is you've got the let me see if I can get a better shot of this. The solders right there were not good. They were kind of overlapping, so I think it was either shorting out or something was getting connected that wasn't supposed to be. So I decided to go and clean it up with just my own soldering iron. I went in there and kind of cleaned up some of the solders. I believe it's on this half that was the issue, because the rest looks pretty clean and just fine. But anyway, after I cleaned that up, it started working just fine. So if yours has issues, then I would suggest just grab a soldering iron and try to clean it up a little bit, and it should work. Or just make your own, because it also comes with the components to make your own. So it comes with the copper PCB board, and you can just it's another example project. So I didn't have time for that one this go around, but anyway, yeah, if you have struggles, you can either do it the easy way like I did, or if you're more ambitious, just go ahead and do that. Anyway, I'm focusing more on like aluminum and metal parts, so I want to get kind of tackling that aspect of things, and kind of take care of some of those other projects. So if you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe, because we've got some more metal projects, including one that used to be here, coming up in another video. So get subscribed so you can get notified when that comes out. And until next time, have a good one.